Here we go. How's everybody doing today? My goodness. All right. How is everybody doing on today, man? This is the great one. Well, first of all, my name is 1247. This is Starting Over Father with a Dream podcast. Once again, gentlemen, give yourself a hand. Give yourself a hand. Gentlemen, I just want to talk to you, gentlemen, today just about, gentlemen, well, here's the thing. I said something profound in the first episode. If you guys watching on the playback on YouTube, or if you're listening to on the podcast, I said something before I got cut off, by the maintenance people. They got to check something. They had to check something. I don't know what they had to check. It is what it is. It doesn't matter. But I said something kind of profound about my father being disciplined. A disciplined man is going to have opportunities. A man who's always in pleasure will always have calamity. But a man who is disciplined will always, opportunities will always happen for that man who's always disciplined. So once again, gentlemen, here's the topic for the night. A disciplined father will create opportunities for his family. A disciplined man will create opportunities not only for himself, but for his family as well. And this is what you gentlemen have to ask yourself. Are you disciplined? Gentlemen, I've been disciplined for these last 3 years. I had to be. I mean, I've done a lot of things as far as, to my personal life, but man, as far as just cutting out a lot of things. As far as my eating and just, my, practicing some sexual discipline and things of that nature. I had to do this for myself because it's time for me it's time for new doors to open for myself and for my children. It's just time, gentlemen. I've once you've been around the block, gentlemen, like I said, I'm 41. I'll be 42 in September. I give myself a hand. Some may consider me to be a young man, but gentlemen, I've been for almost 4 decades plus on this earth. And gentlemen, I've seen a lot. And I'm not gonna lie to you, man. This is probably the first time in my life where I'm really practicing disciplines in a lot of different things. Practicing, especially. Is it sexual discipline? My eating and health. Don't get me wrong. I'm still, as far as me cutting out the meats, I've cut out the meats. I'm going vegan and things of that nature. So, gentlemen, I'm practicing more of the healthy eating, get more exercise and things of that nature. Once again, there's a lot of disciplines that I'm practicing for myself because once again, it's time to be in places that I'm just trying to separate myself. You gotta, the thing is, you gotta have discipline let's rewind. Listen, first of all, being disciplined is going to cause you to separate from the mediocrity. Oh, snap. I'll say that again. Being disciplined is going to separate you from the mediocrity. People talking about mediocre this, mediocre that, but once again, are you a disciplined person? Because disciplined people will separate themselves. You'll see it. You see a disciplined person. You can see a disciplined person a disciplined person a mile away. They're just not having the same conversations. They put their actions and things are just not normal compared to a mediocre person. You'll see the mediocrity compared to somebody who's operating in discipline. Somebody who has delayed pleasures. They have delayed pleasures and they've gotten to work. You see those men and women too, but mostly men. You see those men There'll be a difference in attitude. There'll be a difference in it's just a difference. The way they talk, the way they dress, the way they operate. You'll see a disciplined person compared to normal, average Joe type people. Um, First of all, a disciplined person is always has the three pillars. Always has the purpose and the standard and his vision, the SOP and the vision. He's always operating in that. And that's what you gentlemen need. You gentlemen, if you want to be disciplined, you gentlemen, you gotta have, once again, a purpose, a standard, a SOP, and a vision for your life. You gotta have these three things locked in place and operating every single day. If not, gentlemen, it's not gonna work for you. It's just not gonna work for you. You gotta be disciplined. You gotta separate from the mediocrity. You can't get distracted by what's going on outside. You can't get distracted by this party, this, that, and the third. Gentlemen, if you want, once again, if you want new opportunities to open the door, if you want new doors to open up, gentlemen, you gotta be disciplined. That's the greatest thing I could tell any man, especially a father or a husband, whatever, gentlemen. You gotta be disciplined. You gotta be. You can't, this is not play. You can't come out here and play with your life. Once again, especially if you have a family, gentlemen, you gotta be, you gotta be buckled the down. If you gentlemen want to see your family rise to a new level. Gentlemen, I'm telling you, because this is what I had to do for myself. I'm doing this now, gentlemen. When I decided to separate from my ex 3 years ago, gentlemen, I went into basically what they call it hermit mode. I went within. I shut out everybody. I was done with everybody, gentlemen. There was no more going to no more clubs. There was no more going out here. There was no more going out to no barbecues. I don't want to talk to the people I was talking to anymore. I didn't want to talk to you about anything. There's nothing to talk about. There's nothing to speak about. All the friends that I had from before, man, I cut all them people out because why? There's no point of me speaking to you. You're old. You were in a place in my life. To me, all these people that I dealt with, you were in a place in my life where I was lost. When I was lost, I used to speak to you. It was cool kicking it with you. It was cool going to the strip club. It was cool doing this and drinking and barbecues and all this other stuff, just not going nowhere. It was cool for me kicking it with people like that. But now I found my purpose. Now I got a standard for my life. Now I got a vision for my life where I'm trying to be. I can't kick it with you no more. There's no diss. I don't have to. The thing is, gentlemen, you don't have to explain to mediocre people why you cut them off. Oh, let's rewind that. Sorry about that. Let's rewind that, gentlemen. You don't have to explain to anybody why you cut these mediocre friends off. You don't have to explain to anybody. I tell you, gentlemen, all the time, your life belongs to you. How you use your life that's your business. But don't complain and don't look at the next man who or not even next man. Don't look at the man down the street who's disciplined himself, who's worked on his craft, who's operating in his purpose, who has a SOP or standard of operations and procedures for his life, who has a vision for his life. Once again, once these doors come open and he's walking through it and he left you behind, don't get mad. Don't get mad. It's funny how parasitic people want to tag along with you, but they do absolutely no work. Parasitic, mediocre people do absolutely no work, but then they want to turn around and they want to jump on your bandwagon. They want to jump on your bandwagon. They want to see what you doing. But meanwhile, the whole time, while you was out there working, struggling, trying to do this, trying to get this going, trying to get this off the ground, whatever you were doing, these people were nowhere to be found. Doing the same old. All of a sudden, you got stuff cracking. You got a couple dollars in your pocket. You might have opportunities open up for you. And all of a sudden, here comes these mediocre people, mediocre men talking about something. Hey, what's good with you? Nah, man. Listen. Get the out of my face. That time we once had, that time is not over. I don't have to talk to you. I don't want to talk to you about anything. I told you, gentlemen, before, it's funny how these mediocre people always feel entitled to what the you got going on. You mediocre as hell. You was out here you were just day by day just doing a whole bunch of mediocre stuff. You weren't disciplined in none of the things that you were doing. You were disciplined in nothing. All of a sudden, you were the disciplined one. Doors open for you. Now here come these parasites. Same people. Then they want to sit there and gaslight you and make you feel bad that they can't tag along with you. Man, get the out of my face. Anyways, gentlemen, back to the top, man. A disciplined man, a disciplined father, disciplined husband is going to get opportunities. Opportunities will open. Those doors will open up for a disciplined man. And a disciplined man will get opportunities knocking on his door every single day. But you gentlemen got to put the work in. Nothing happens. Once again, gentlemen, nothing happens if nothing happens. Let's rewind that. Gentlemen, nothing happens if nothing happens. There has to be some type of effort, some type of something, gentlemen. You got to separate yourself. I think I talked about it before. You know, you might go to a car lot. You might have all these cars that look all the same, but there's going to be that one car in that car lot that looks different. And everybody's going to be attracted to that one car. Because why? That car is different. You gentlemen have to be different. You have to be different. And yeah, listen, if you get made fun of, gentlemen, it is what it is. This is, once again, this is not a big high school. This is real life. There is no more cool kids. Oh, I want to be part of the cool kids, man. I don't give a about that. Being a part of no cool kids, man. I was really never no cool kid back in high school anyways. This is real life. Discipline, gentlemen, is going to open up doors. It's going to open up, it's going to bring up, being disciplined is going to bring about prosperity, not calamity. See, those who are always indulging in pleasures, calamities are always going to come upon that type of man and his family. You know, you man, here's the thing. I'm going to be honest. A man who indulges all the time in pleasure, to me, that man doesn't love his family. Oh, man. Yeah, I said it. A man who always is indulging in pleasure, to me, does not love his family. Because you have done nothing to get you and your family to the next level. Everything is about pleasure. Once again, you're just a little boy in a grown man body. You are a child, always indulging in pleasures. Men who always indulge in pleasures, these men are really poor. You're poor. Always indulging in pleasures will make a man poor. So a disciplined man and a pleasurable man, a man who's always in pleasure, this is oil and water. You can't be friends with a man like that. That man will try to tear you down every second he gets. This man will always call you to go out. Once again, a person, I talked about it before, a female, I think I talked about it on my other channel. If a female always asking to take her out, that woman will take you out. Your purpose. Same thing with your buddy over here. If your buddy is always asking you to go out, and he's never trying to come in, trying to assist you, trying to help you, trying to roll up his sleeves. Because once again, this is what a friend to me is supposed to do. It's not about kicking and having a good time. No, it's about rolling those sleeves up. Hey, bro, let's get to work. You trying to build this? Hey, let me come in. Can I sit? Hey, my friend, let me come in and assist you. Gentlemen, that's what you got to do. That's how the friends should be. You gentlemen want to cheat code to your friends? Is your friends helping you do anything? I'm talking about as far as you trying to you creating something, you operating your purpose, got a standard vision, you rocking and rolling, you trying to develop some things. Is your quote unquote friends trying to help you develop anything that you're doing? Or are they always coming around talking about some, let's go kick it? And if your friends, your so-called friends are always talking about, let's go kick it, gentlemen, I'll tell you right now, that's not your motherfucking friend. That person is a destroyer. I'll say it again. That person is a destroyer. You got your so-called buddy always want to kick and always want to go here, but he's never asking about what you got going on. He's not even inquiring about what you got going on in your life. Say it again, gentlemen. If a man is always trying to, is telling you to go out somewhere, do this, gentlemen, that person is going to take you out your purpose. It's going to take you out your destiny every single time. That person truly is a motherfucking hater. A wolf in sheep's clothing, gentlemen. Wake up. A man who is disciplined, opportunity is going to come to that man every single time. Disciplined people get opportunities offered to them. Not people who are chilling. Not people who are always, everything is laid back, kick back, you hanging back, this, that, and the third. A disciplined person is going to get those opportunities every single time. Every single time. And here's the thing. Hold on, let's rewind that. Let's rewind this, gentlemen. And the thing is, people are looking for, how you say, you got people that want to invest into people who are disciplined. Because you know why? You're not going to waste money. Let's rewind that again. People are willing to invest in a disciplined man, because they know you're not going to squander the money. They know you're going to use that money and you're going to build your platform. They know this, but you're disciplined. They see the discipline. People see the discipline, gentlemen. People see it all the time. The way you speak, the way you talk, the way you interact with people, people can tell you're disciplined, or you just out here chilling. People can see that. But yeah, gentlemen, if you're not disciplined, man, you find yourself around people around men who love pleasure, everything's pleasuring and going out here and chasing behind this girl and doing this, doing that. Gentlemen, once again, that is not your friend. Truthfully, that person, that type of man is possibly your enemy. They're trying to play the friend until you get somewhere, then they're gonna try to destroy it. Gentlemen, I've dealt with that. This is why you got to cut people before you get to really, well, before doors really start opening. Gentlemen, you got to make those cuts. I've seen too many people get hurt because they thought they had a friend. I've seen high school guys in high school, wanted to go to college and stuff like that. We had one cat from where I'm from. He went to this high school. My sister went to 7 foot, right? 6'10", 7 foot, man. He was pretty nice. Had scouts from Syracuse, all, Buff State, UB, Canisius, all them schools in upstate New York, Niagara, recruiting him. And, I think he got jammed up. He got jammed up because that's how my little city is. It's just, it's a lot of, no diss to back from where I'm from, but just it's a lot of crabs in the barrel mentality. Buddy got jammed up. I don't know if he went. I think he had a scholarship offer to like Syracuse. couple D1 schools, and I think he got jammed up doing something dumb. You know, my bad. And once again, I don't know if he went D1 or not. You know, I think I rolled out, but I see him. He got arrested. I'm like, bro, you like 6'11". What you doing 6'10", 6'11"? Like, what you doing getting jammed up? Like, bro, who's around you? Who's around you giving you this type of information that, you know, why are you kicking it like that? Why are you just out here in these streets? But once again, this is what happens. You got your so-called friend. You know, your friend is not a friend. If your friend is not telling you to, hey, bro, you got some things going on. You need to be in the house. You need to be practicing. You don't need to be out here on these streets doing X, Y, and Z. That's not a friend. To you young guys out there, if you got something going on, if you trying to make moves from your little town, from your little place, you don't like where you from, and you trying to dip, and you trying to go somewhere different, so I mean, you ain't got you, and your friend is not telling you to, hey, bro, get your butt inside the house, man. Hey, buddy, man, let's work on some free throws, or let's do something. Let's work on this, let's work on that, because they believe in you. If your friend ain't doing that, gentlemen, listen, that's not your fucking friend. It's to the young guys out there. But yeah, going back to the top, yeah, gentlemen, you got to be disciplined. A disciplined husband, a disciplined father, a disciplined man is going to get opportunities offered to him every single time. Once again, think about it. How are you, gentlemen? How do you have families if you're not disciplined yourself? Let's rewind that. How are you, gentlemen? How do you have families if you're not disciplined? If you're not disciplined, gentlemen, you're setting your whole family up for a disaster. You're setting your entire family up for a disaster, gentlemen. Disaster will strike. If you as a man, you're supposed to be the leader of your home. If you're not disciplined, gentlemen, you're setting the so-called precedents, right? The precedents, the foundation of undisciplined for undisciplined family. Gentlemen, I'm speaking from experience. I'm telling you, I wasn't disciplined. Spent 14 years undisciplined, just doing whatever, gentlemen. I had to chop all that, and I had to come down here. I had to basically hit the reset button and get some discipline in my life. I had to. That's the only way that's the only way opportunities are going to come to me. I don't want calamity coming to my door because of all these pleasures. No, I want opportunities. I want prosperity. I want new things. I want to see new things. It's time for me to see new things, gentlemen. I don't know about you. Hey, maybe you cool where you are, but gentlemen, I'm ready to see something different. It's just time. You know, be around some real go-getters, man. It's just time. I know it's my time. I don't know about you. Hey, maybe you're good where you are. I'm not, man. I'm listen, this is my new motto. I'm hustling to get for new doors to open. Let's rewind that. Gentlemen, I'm hustling so new doors can open for myself and for my little ones. That's where I'm at right now. I gotta go hard, 1,000% on my purpose, because my purpose is gonna open those new doors as well. I think I talked about before, being in purpose is gonna open those new doors, but you gotta be disciplined. Because you can come out on fire and you know, I'm in purpose and this, that, and the third, gentlemen. You know, things are just not clicking, and things are just, you know, things take a little bit longer to develop and things of that nature, and things might not be clicking as fast as you want to. Gentlemen, you can phase out really fast. But once again, it's about consistency. Discipline and consistency is going to get those doors to open. Believe me, gentlemen, I've been working this 12. You know, I just started this podcast thing, last year. But I mean, I've had my YouTube channel, 600 plus videos on that channel. I've been doing that for years. My clothing line, all this other stuff, merchandise and all this stuff, gentlemen. I've been doing this thing for some years. And now I'm ready to see dividends. I'm ready to see new opportunities, gentlemen. I'm just ready. But until that time comes, gentlemen, I'm just gonna keep pounding. I'm just gonna keep working it because I'm disciplined. I'm not. Once again, I've been here. Let me see. I've been next month. I will be in Atlanta for a year. Shoot, man, give myself a hand. So yeah, gentlemen, next month in August, I would be in Atlanta a whole year. So once again, time flies. Time definitely flies, gentlemen. And I could tell you right now, after almost 11 months I've been here, gentlemen, I can count on probably one hand how many times I've been out. In 1 year I've been here. I can count on one hand how many times I've been out. I think I went bowling like twice. I went out to another place. What is that place? I think is it up north on the west side? I think it's on the west side. It's on the west side. This axe throwing place. It's pretty cool. Got the whole bunch of food and stuff like that. I mean, it's pretty chill place, but I think, 3 times. I think I've been out like 3-4 times, and that's it. And truthfully, I'm me doing Uber for that month, almost 2 months, gentlemen. I mean, I've been all over this place. So I really don't, there's some places I would love to go to. I just see something different, to experience some cultural things and things of that nature. But as far as going out and just kicking it, gentlemen, I don't have a desire. I just don't have a desire. That's just not in me anymore. That's completely dead for me. It's time. It's just me, myself, it's time to see something new. It's time to see something different. And gentlemen, hopefully, you might be in the same boat that I'm in. It's just time. If you gentlemen, they say if you're sick and tired of being sick and tired, gentlemen, if you are sick and tired of being sick and tired, then gentlemen, get to work. Not only you get to work, get your family involved too. Get your hopefully your wife is on board with you and you got little ones. Get everybody that's on board with you, gentlemen. So once again, so all you guys can rise up together. All you people in that household can rise up together, gentlemen. I'm telling you, it's a beautiful thing when everybody's on one accord. But if you're going in one direction, your wife is going in one direction, and you got the kids going in their own direction, gentlemen, your house is doomed to fit. You doom your house to destruction. You doom your house to destruction. Because discipline starts with you men first. It doesn't start with the woman. Hold on, let's rewind that. Discipline starts with us men first. It doesn't start with the female, gentlemen. Discipline starts with us. We can't look at the female and say, oh, well, you ain't, no, gentlemen. It all goes back to you. If your house is out of order, gentlemen, 9 times out of 10, because you were out of order. Oh, man, gentlemen, let's rewind that. Gentlemen, if your house is out of order, 10 times, no, I'm going to say 10 times out of 10, you were out of order. You didn't have a purpose. You didn't have a SOP. You didn't have a vision for your life. So guess what, gentlemen? If your house is quote unquote out of order because it started with you, you were out of order. You didn't have discipline. You were here, there, and everywhere, gentlemen. It starts with you. You can't point the finger at anybody in your household. It starts with you. It starts with you. So once again, gentlemen, do you want to prosper or do you want to, You want prosperity, John? You want to have success and all that good stuff? That good success they talk about in the Bible and all that good stuff? But John, you're going to have to be disciplined. Nothing is going to fall out the sky into your lap. Man, hold on. Let's rewind that. Nothing good is going to fall out the sky. Hold up. Nothing good is going to fall out the sky and just fall into your lap. Nothing good. Nothing that you want, nothing that you desire. Once again, it's not going to fall out the sky and onto your lap. It doesn't work that way. You gentlemen have to put work in. And it might take years of putting work before you might see a result. Nah, let's rewind that. Gentlemen, it might be a couple years before all those seeds that you put out starts yielding fruit. It might be years. It might be years. Excuse me, it might be years, gentlemen. Let's be honest. It might be some years before you start. It might be some years before you start seeing fruit come from the seeds. You know, we talk about nature. You know, we got trees outside. These trees have been around probably for hundreds of years, but those trees to get to where they are, it's taking an awfully long time. And sometimes, gentlemen, it might work that way for you too. It might. For me, it's taking me years. But the thing is, I had to do a lot of living. I had to do a lot of. I had to go through life, so I had to do a lot of living. I had to learn some. I had to learn some. A lot of learning I had to do. A lot of things I had to see. A lot of things I was just. I think a lot of things I just had to learn. That's part of the process too, is just learning. Learning is a huge part of the process. This is why some things are just not clicking, because there's things that you have to learn. You have to experience some things in order for you to maybe receive something. You got to learn about something. You gotta, you know, something. You know, there's a lot of things that happen with that we have to go through in order for doors to open up. There's a lot of things that we have to go through. There's a lot of purging, a lot of taking old stuff out, putting new stuff in. There's a lot of stuff that we had to do. Even I myself, I had to, coming here to Atlanta, I told you, I had to change my eating habits and trying to get more, you know, to cut out the juices and all the sugary drinks and stuff like that, gentlemen. I had to cut that out. I had to be disciplined in that. Every single day, you know, every single day I do it's called a intermediate fast. So, you know, I stop eating at a certain time. At nighttime, I don't eat till the next day, like around maybe like noontime. So, you know, I incorporated intermediate fasting every single day. I've cut out the sugars and stuff like that. Now I do. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm still trying to cut out the chips because I love some hot Cheetos. You know, so I ain't gonna lie. So I'm cutting that out, trying to cut out the sweets. You know, I not gonna lie, last week I did I did buy some Little Debbie cakes. I ain't gonna lie, but here's the thing. The 11 months I've been here, that's the first time I've eaten a Debbie. No, eaten a Debbie cake. It's been a while since I've eaten the Little Debbie treats. It's been a while. So, you know, last week I went bought 2 boxes of Little Debbie treats. I ain't gonna lie, man. You know, your boy, you know. But now I'm just, you know, like, hey, listen, I indulged a little bit, but now it's, you know, so I won't get another treat till next month. Same thing with the chips, you know. They bought some chips. Now I'm about to cut it out. Now I'm not probably buy another thing of chips again till August. So once again, gentlemen, I'm working it. I haven't been perfect in this journey, but once again, I've been steadfast. Lost the weight, trying to trying to maintain a healthy lifestyle, gentlemen. There's a lot of things that I had to do personally myself to get to where I'm at right now. And there's some things I still got to learn. There's a lot of, this is a journey. It's an ongoing process. But I'm to a point in my life, it's time for me and my family and my little ones to see something new. I've like, everything's cool, but I just, the same old mundane, same old, gentlemen. I'm just done with it. I'm separated. I'm separated from everything, everybody. I don't know what's going on excuse me. I don't know what is going on out here in the world. I don't know. I don't know who celebrity this. I don't care about any of that stuff. That has nothing to do with my purpose anymore. I don't care. I don't give a about none of that stuff no more. But once again, gentlemen, discipline is going to create opportunities. Always being in pleasure will create calamities. Always being a man who's always in pleasure is going to bring about destruction. So you got to ask yourself right now in your life, what's going on in your life? Our prosperity, are things opening up for you? Hey, you might not have all the money, but hey, are you working hard towards a goal? Are you disciplined enough to put some things together to make changes in your life? Are you gentlemen doing this? Because if you are, and the thing is, if people find you working, then opportunity is gonna open the door. I tell people all the time. Sometimes, listen, some people want to invest in you, but maybe they haven't seen that work ethic that they need to see. Hey man, if I give this man these hundreds of thousands of dollars, is this man going to take it and squander it on God knows what? Like, you gentlemen never know who's talking about you. You never know. You might have a couple platforms like me. You might be an influencer, whatever you want to call it. You might be out here doing whatever. And you might have people that want to invest in you. But it's like, man, I don't know if I give them this type of money that they're just gonna go off and just squander it on God knows what. Because if this type of money too soon, any type of money to an undisciplined man, that man's going to squander that money. Let's rewind it again. Any type of money, especially like a large sum of money, to an undisciplined man, that man's going to turn the so-called blessing into a curse. So sometimes, hey, listen, I know for me, I want to be rich. When I first came out with 1247, I was working at the post office and things of that nature. I wanted to be rich back in 2016. I was ready to be a millionaire and have all these people ordering my stuff and X, Y, and Z. But man, I wasn't ready for that. My mindset was nowhere. I wasn't ready for that. I wasn't ready. And I'm glad that, my 1247 my little clothing brand, my merchandise line didn't blow up them 7 years ago, because I'd be a one-hit wonder. I'd be a one-hit wonder. Come out here, got a couple celebrities wearing my stuff, man. I might have got insta famous, might have went viral for a little bit, and guess what? Maybe a year or two later, I'm done. So once again, I'm glad that things didn't work out for me the time that I wanted it to work out. I'm glad that those opportunities didn't come 7 years ago when I wasn't ready. I'm glad it didn't come. I'm so happy. I'm so happy. I went out there and God knows, because definitely, it's having, because I wasn't even thinking about creating a YouTube channel with my children, creating merchandise line for them, for my children 7 years ago. So I would have blew up, man. I mean, there's so many things. I'm just happy it didn't work out 7 years ago. I'm happy. I'm happy. I had to go through life. I had to learn. I had to once again make the difficult decision to leave Maryland to come down here to Atlanta. There's a lot of things I had to do. There's a lot of life that has to take place. That's part of the process. Life has to take place, gentlemen. That's why that's why some doors haven't opened up, because life has to happen. Those lessons need to happen. Sometimes you got to go through a hard lesson to make a change in your life, gentlemen. That's a part of your journey. That's a part of your discipline handbook. Certain things need to get hard for you in order for you to make a hard change. That's just it is what it is. But yeah, gentlemen, be disciplined so you can bring prosperity to your family and not calamity. You got to be disciplined. Whatever you want, man. If you gentlemen, once again, you have the purpose, the stand, the SOP, and the vision for your life, gentlemen. Anything and everything is possible. Never give up. Never give up. See it all the way through, gentlemen. If it takes years for this idea, whatever it is that you're doing to pop off, gentlemen, then keep the faith, gentlemen. If you did like me, because gentlemen, I'll tell you right now, I had my clothing line. I put it up for like 3 years. I put it up on the shelf for years. Wasn't bringing in any money. I just took it down, and when CV-19 hit, I got a nudge to go back into it. And I've done a lot of things, designed a lot of new things, got a whole bunch of stuff. You can see, my shirt right here, what it says? Focused. There's some, guys, come by my website, man. Show some boys. Hold up, man. Hold on. You guys come by my website, merchandise. I want to put out some new things, man. I just need people to come by my website. Show me some love, man. Buy a shirt, t-shirt. I got some things up there. I want to put a whole bunch of new stuff up there, but come by and show me some love. But anyways, man, back to it. Back to it. Sorry about that. Got to promote yourself sometimes. But anyways, back to it. Yeah, gentlemen, just be steadfast, man. Be disciplined. A disciplined father, a disciplined husband, a disciplined man is going to get opportunities. Not only for yourself, but for your family too. Once again, gentlemen, it's a beautiful thing when your whole family's on one accord with your purpose. It's a beautiful thing when your whole family's locked into your purpose. Your wife is locked in, your children are locked in, man. You guys are locked in all together, and you're making this thing happen, gentlemen. I'm telling you, that's a beautiful thing. Because I've seen the other side when your family's not locked into it, then then it's an atomic bomb waiting to happen. Yeah, so I've seen both sides. Well, no, I haven't. I'm sorry, I haven't seen the good side. I've seen the bad side of when your family's not locked into your purpose and everything. Everybody's on their own separate schedule. Yeah, gentlemen, that's a big cluster. I'll say it again. That's a big cluster. When your family's not locked into your purpose. When your family's undisciplined because you're undisciplined. Your family doesn't know your vision because you don't have one, gentlemen. I've seen that, gentlemen, and that's a hot ass mess. Your own house is a sinking ship. Because nobody's locked into you. Everybody's doing their own thing, gentlemen. I'm telling you right now, there's a lot of households that are like that. There's a lot of households all around all of us that are like that. They're sinking ships. Your family is not moving on one accord. Your wife, once again, your husband's here. Wife is over here. Children are all over here doing whatever. You got multiple people in one house. doing multiple things. Gentlemen, once again, that is a disaster. So once again, gentlemen, as I enter into this phase of life, hitting the reset button on my life, being more disciplined in my life. So now when my children come back to me, now we're going to be on this discipline. Now it's time to discipline them too. You know, there's some things I still got to clean up. There's some things I'm still getting together. So once again, I'm not perfect, but once again, I've cut away a lot of things. I cut away a lot of things. And gentlemen, you too. If things are not working the way you want them to work, gentlemen, you got to look at yourself first. Point the mirror at yourself and be like, man, hey, Jason, Alex, Sherman, Nate, whatever your name is. Hey, why aren't things working in my life? Why aren't opportunities knocking at my door? Why isn't this happening for me? This is when you need to, this is when you need to do soul searching. You got to go within to find those deficiencies that you gentlemen are lacking. I'm telling you, opportunities come to men who are disciplined. I'm telling you. I've seen it happen all the time. Opportunities are going to come knocking at your door because you are disciplined. And if opportunities are not knocking at your door, you gentlemen might be a little pleasure based. You know, you might have a pleasure based diet. You know, you got different diet. You got a vegan diet, and you got these different diets, and this, that, and the third. Well, gentlemen, if opportunity is not knocking at your door, you might be indulging in a little too much of the pleasure based diet. If life is always about pleasure and having fun and running after this female and doing this and doing that, smoking, whatever, drinking, having fun. Yeah, gentlemen, opportunities are not going to fall in your lap. It's just that simple. It's just that simple. But yeah, gentlemen, once again, man, I'm about to get the body. I'm getting tired. But once again, gentlemen, I appreciate everybody. Once again, you gentlemen, give yourself a hand. This is starting over. A Father with a Dream podcast. Gentlemen, I just want to implore you, gentlemen. I just want to give you, gentlemen, the encouragement to please be disciplined in your life so you can create opportunities for not only for yourself, but for your family also. But you, gentlemen, have to be locked in. You have to be locked into the purpose, the SOP, the standards of operations and procedures. Gentlemen, you need to lock into your vision. You need to be locked in. You need to be locked in 1,000%. 10 toes down, making it happen, all that good stuff. But gentlemen, man, once again, that's the end of my show, man. I appreciate everybody for coming through. Once again, pop it up there. Show some love. Come through. Come to my website. Show your boy some love. If you guys see on the bottom there, the PayPal, the Cash App and the PayPal. Cash App is the $, $1247 clothing company. The PayPal is the @ SIMON 1247. You gentlemen, please come by. Show me some love. Please donate if you don't mind. I appreciate everybody for coming through. Once again, gentlemen, be disciplined. You want prosperity and not calamity coming to your door. Anyways, that's my show. That's my time. I'm out. Peace.